Hi, this is Chris from Chris and Sam Build, and I'm going to show you how to calibrate your printer's extruder. I'll be demonstrating with our Ender 5, but these steps should work for most FDM printers, especially those running the Marlin firmware. First, we'll collect the tools we need. All we're going to need is a set of calipers and a marker. If you don't have calipers, check the link in the description for the ones that I'm using today. Let's get the hot end ready. If you're hooked up to your computer, you can just set this through Kira. Otherwise, we can go to Prepare, Control, Temperature, and set it there. I'm setting mine to 240 because I'm using PETG, so set to whatever is appropriate for your filament. So now, we're going to take our calipers and measure out 100 millimeters. Take this measurement and mark on the filament 100 millimeters away from the base of the extruder. Now that our filament is marked, let's extrude 100 millimeters. You can do this manually by going to the Prepare menu, Move Axis, Extruder, then extrude it to 100 millimeters. Careful not to bring it over 100. If you do, the instruction will complete at the higher amount first and then retract to get back to 100. I should note here, it can be helpful to make several markers, such as at 110, 120, and so on, especially if you think you're over-extruding. This will help with our calculation if you go past 100. Next, we'll measure the difference between how much filament extruded and how much we expected to extrude. Don't forget to zero out your calipers before doing this to get an accurate measurement. I almost forgot about this. My distance is 15.2 millimeters. We're going to take the expected amount, 100, then subtract the distance we just measured, 15.2. This gives me 84.8 millimeters, which means out of the expected 100 millimeters, we only extruded 84.8. So let's find out how many steps our extruder is taking now. On the menu, go to Control, Motion, Steps per millimeter, and take a look at extruder steps per millimeter. Mine is 93. We can take the expected amount, 100, and multiply by that 93, the current extruder steps per millimeter. Then divide by the actual extrusion amount, which was 84.8 for me. Do some maths, and I get 109.67. Going back to that same extruder steps per millimeter screen we got the 93 from, click on that and we can set to the value we just calculated. Press the knob and go back to the main menu where you'll click Store Settings. Let's do a verification to make sure everything's working. Turn off your printer and turn it back on to make sure the new settings persist. Then, just like in the beginning, mark off 100 millimeters on your filament, heat it up, and extrude 100 millimeters. Once it's stopped, your mark should line up perfectly with the bottom of the extruder. Well, thanks for watching. I hope this was able to help you fix your current printer problem. If you could take a sec to help support our new channel, give us a like and a subscribe, and let us know what your thoughts are in the comments. Bye bye.